This boring stock is up 15% on their Q4 earnings report and is up a whopping 33% over the last month. And what a classic value investment mentality is, buy low and sell high. Atkore, or ticker symbol ATKR, might just be worth your time even after this insane uptrend. So let's first discuss why their Q4 earnings were a freaking banger, and then I'll share my personal buy targets and price predictions. Q4 earnings. Before I dig into these golden freaking numbers, I first have to plug my other video of Atkore. And that's this one. Here I talk about why it's a classic Peter Lynch style of stock and why I believe the future of Atkore is bright. Link can be found right here in the top right corner. Anyways, what we need to keep in mind is this. The full year 2022 guidance we did receive during the last third quarter. And most notably, the company was guiding for an adjusted EPS in the range of $21 and stock buybacks for the entire year in the range of $500 million US. And in reality, the adjusted EPS came in even higher than forecasted at $21.55, which again was higher than the highest guidance we received. So an easy beat on the earnings front, stellar job from the Atkore team. Moreover, the company has actually achieved their goal of $500 million in share buybacks during 2022. In fact, the company has actually increased their current share repurchase program from $800 million by an additional $500 million. So the company has achieved their goal for share buybacks during 2022 and they have actually significantly increased their authorizations going forward. That is a lot of capital going right back into the pocket of shareholders. To summarize thus far, number one, a beat on earnings, and two, significantly more share buybacks going forward. And if we look at the balance sheet, the company is still as healthy as ever. We have seen a pretty significant decrease in cash, which is fine. We're seeing a lot of profits and a lot of free cash flows flowing into the business, so this doesn't worry me too much. Inventories have doubled, which could be worrisome, for example in a high-tech business where inventories quickly become out of date and worthless. But actually this increase in inventories is a good thing in Atkore's case. It means they will finally be able to fill their backlog of orders and projects, which is certainly a good thing. So again, these inventories doubling in value don't worry me too much. Actually, they excite me if this trend doesn't continue for too long. Current assets are solid at $1.4 billion, especially compared to their current liabilities of just $500 million US. This basically means that the company has significantly more liquid assets compared to short-term debts, which is certainly a good position to be in. Besides, the company still has a net positive balance sheet worth roughly $1.2 billion on paper. Moreover, the long-term debt is remaining stable over time and isn't even close to being a worrisome amount. So all in all, like I said, the balance sheet is really solid. Now, the last point from the Q4 earnings we should discuss, the 2023 guidance from management. And this is the main reason why Atkore did a freaking brrr last week. Management has guided for significantly better earnings in 2023 than we were expecting. They are basically forecasting for an EPS somewhere in the $13 to $15 range. And long term, they do hope to achieve $18 in EPS by 2025 again. And this guidance is especially good since the Atkore management team consistently underpromises and then over-delivers. So I am confident we can expect numbers in this range and potentially even significantly higher. Moreover, we can use these numbers in our valuation in just a bit. But before that, quick summary again. Number one, beat on EPS during 2022. Number two, share backs are absolutely doing brrr. Number three, balance sheet is healthy as ever. Number four, guidance is sick. My valuation. And my valuation really starts with this, the company's 2023 guidance. The company is guiding for somewhere along the lines of $13 to $15 in EPS. But again, Atkore consistently underpromises and then over-delivers. So I am penciling in $15 here. Atkore also promises $18 in EPS by 2025, which with these growth rates we seem to hit. But I will also show you a significantly more conservative case in just a bit. So we're penciling in this 12% growth all the way up until 2028, after which I'm penciling in that the growth will slow down to just 10% going forward. And with this growth trajectory, the company should be able to grow the EPS all the way up until 2023 at almost $45 per share. This would be an amazing growth story to be a part of. And that at a market conform price to earnings ratio of 15 results in my future price target of roughly $650 per share by 2033. Keep in mind, people, that is a 6x compared to the current share price. And if we discount this figure to today's value at a market-beating return of 15% per year, we see that Atkore should easily be worth $160 today. By the way, if we compare that to the current $115 to $120 we're currently trading at, that's about a 40% upside from here. And that is my not super bullish and not super bearish projection for Atkore. I do actually believe that these numbers are realistic for the company. But we could also sketch a more conservative case with just 8% growth going forward. And then we can see Atkore's intrinsic value drop all the way to just $120 today. And Atkore is just about trading at that intrinsic value today. Of course, you wouldn't have a margin of safety if you would assume 8% going forward. But I would argue that that 8% growth trajectory is your margin of safety. I believe Atkore is significantly more likely to grow at a faster pace. So that 12 and 10% we just sketched out. After all, the company has plenty of tailwinds going on, especially with the Biden infrastructure package, which is yet to materialize, and share buybacks. Those bad boys also helping prop up the EPS figures on the long term significantly. So yeah, I am personally inclined to believe this picture, which gives me a roughly 40% upside on the short term. But you should be aware that I am already a shareholder of Atkore. That means my opinions are definitely biased, even though I try to be as unbiased as I possibly can. Moreover, I ain't no financial advisor yet, so this video certainly isn't financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and do make your own investment decisions. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Peace.